everyone. Welcome back to science class and to our series on motion and measurement of distance. In this video, we'll learn how to take measurements. We will explore different ways to measure straight lines, curved surfaces, and even to take small measurements. But that's not all. We'll also learn some helpful precautions to take when measuring, talk about common errors to avoid, and, at the end of the video, practice converting units with a few real-world examples. So, grab your measuring tools and let's get started. Let's look at how we can measure different things accurately. When measuring straight lines, like the length of a book or the width of a laptop, we need a tool like a ruler or a measuring tape. First, place the zero mark of the ruler exactly at one end of the object. Make sure the ruler is aligned straight along the length of the object you're measuring, so your reading is accurate. Now, look at the point on the ruler where the object ends. That's your measurement. When measuring larger objects, like a table, a measuring tape is helpful because it can cover longer distances easily. Start by placing the tape at one edge of the table and stretch it to the other end. For a more precise measurement, it's better to use smaller units like centimeters, which capture details that might be missed if we measured in larger units, such as meters. But what if you need to measure something that's not straight, like a curved surface? For curved objects, like the shape of a bottle or a curved wall, we can use a flexible measuring tape. This tape easily wraps around the object, giving us the correct measurement. For example, to measure the circumference of a round table, you'd place the flexible tape around the edge, following the curve, and read the measurement. When taking measurements, there are some important precautions to follow. First, remember that the most common tool for measuring length is the meter scale. Before using it, check that the scale has smooth edges and all markings are clear. Next, place the scale straight along the edge of the object you're measuring. For example, if you're measuring the length of a pencil, align the scale perfectly along one side of the pencil without any gaps or angles. This will help ensure that the reading you take is precise. Over time, the ends of the scale can wear out, which may make the zero or starting point inaccurate. If you're measuring the width of a notebook and notice that the scale's zero mark is worn out, begin measuring from another full mark, say the 1 centimeter mark. Subtract this starting point from the final reading to get the correct measurement. Finally, be mindful of your eye position while observing measurements. Always keep your eye straight above the scale, not from an angle, to avoid parallax error. Parallax error occurs when the position of an observer's eye is not aligned properly with the scale marking, causing an apparent shift in the reading. This error is common in instruments like rulers, thermometers, and measuring cylinders, where the observer might view the scale from an angle rather than head-on. For example, while observing the liquid level in a measuring cylinder, if your eye level is above the scale marking, you may record a value lower than the actual reading. Conversely, if your eye level is below the scale marking, the reading may appear higher than the true value. By understanding and avoiding these errors, we can improve the accuracy of our measurements and get the correct results every time. Sometimes we need to convert measurements into different units. For example, you might want to convert centimeters to meters or grams to kilograms. The good news is, the SI system makes it easy. Let's quickly go over some conversions. Centimeters to meters. 100 centimeters equals 1 meter, since 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. Dividing by 100 converts centimeters to meter, while multiplying by 100 converts meter to centimeters. Grams to kilograms. 1,000 grams equals 1 kilogram, with 1,000 grams in a kilogram. Dividing by 1,000 converts grams to kilograms, and multiplying by 1,000 converts kilograms to grams. Milliliters to liters. 1,000 milliliters equals 1 liter. There are 1,000 milliliters in a liter, so dividing by 1,000 converts milliliters to liters, and multiplying by 1,000 converts liters to milliliters. Let's try some quick conversions together. If a roll of ribbon is 500 centimeters long, how do we convert that into meters? Since 100 centimeters equals 1 meter, we divide 500 by 100, giving us 5 meters. Now, here's one for you. If a rope is 4 meters long, how many centimeters is that? Great! Let's try another quick one together. If a water bottle holds 2,000 milliliters, how do we convert that into liters? Since 1,000 milliliters equals 1 liter, we simply divide 2,000 by 1,000, which gives us 2 liters. So, the bottle holds 2 liters of water. Now, your turn. What is 3,500 grams in kilograms? Great job, everyone! Let's quickly recap. Today, we learned how to take measurements accurately, avoid common errors, and convert units like centimeters to meters. We also explored how to measure curved surfaces using a flexible measuring tape. Measurement is everywhere in our daily lives, and with the right tools and knowledge, you can measure things with confidence. Keep practicing, and soon you will master it. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.